Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Second down following the run. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaquille Riddick in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The Eagles send out their punter now. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First down, it's Newton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. He'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. That'll bring up 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Just beating the play clock is Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. The swing pass caught. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Green. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Deshaun Hall in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at the 15. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Going deep for big. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time. Newton to Benjamin. 45 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
The tight end changing his position. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He's got the lane, and there to the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing is Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To the air, Newton on second down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They convert on third with a gain of 22. To the air again, Newton. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Newton steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now a first down throw for Newton. Flush to his right. And some space. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Benjamin, the man in motion left. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much.
thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands.